Awesome. Is everything fine with my mic and with my connection?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly fine.
Fine, thank you. Now we are waiting our third project, EasyBit, and I think now we just have several minutes to like have some warm up. Like, so how are you? How's it going? What was your last week?
Well, everything's fine. Thank you for asking. Been pretty productive week. Um, things just about as usual. How about you?
Oh, thank you so much. It's a really huge pleasure to hear that everything's fine. Well, I think the same. I'm really happy that it is spring. Spring is coming, and I really enjoyed sunny days. And I think it's the main aspect that make my behavior and make my emotions really good. So something like that.
Oh yeah, that's true. The spring has definitely come. You can feel it. Uh, so springtime, better time, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I text. Our third project is a bit, and Alexis said that he will join us just in 2 minutes, I hope, and we're waiting for him. Um, Something like that. Let's exchange, guys. What about you? What's your last news?
Well, last news. Good question. We have our birthday in March, and we celebrated it quite, I would say, exciting, and we had a lot of activities and good engagement, and several media publications related to these events and our achievements. So March was really exciting month for us, and it's we actually turned 5, so I would accept your not presence, but good words for us. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. We're really happy to celebrate your birthday with you. And there are a lot of different activities and really enjoyed them. So it was really quite interesting to see some maybe aspects which you like to highlight and some I don't know, some projects. So really congratulations. We're really happy to have collaboration with you. So thank you guys and we wish you all the best. Something like that. Well, as far as I understand, EasyBit was here just 1 minute ago, and I sent them an invitation to be a co-host, but now I'm not able to see them. I think right now we can start, and EasyBit will join us when they have an ability. Well, so I'd like to say, first of all, today welcome to today's AMA session, and tonight, maybe for someone, there are wonderful and amazing projects. Let's exchange, ChangeHero, and so we are waiting for EasyBit, and they are joining us to discuss one of the hottest topic in crypto: speed versus accuracy in swaps, or maybe not just speed versus accuracy, but speed and accuracy in swaps. Well, a recent study by Bitcoin.com, based on hours verified transaction data, highlighted a clear trend. The longer swap takes, the higher the risk of a price deviation and loss of value. And our guests tonight were specifically highlighted in the research for their outstanding performance and speed and also in accuracy. So we will hear directly from the teams who delivered the real results. And so If this is your first time with us, welcome. We are SwapZone, non-custodial crypto aggregator. Our mission is to show users real rates, ratings, and risks so they can choose, not us. And we aggregate various partners, compare thousands of swaps, and let you see which providers are fast, reliable, and accurate, with no hidden fees, no custody, and no full transparency. Sorry. This AMA is not just another tech talk. It's a chance to see how speed and accuracy really affect user value, and to hear from the teams delivering really measurable outcomes, I hope, as confirmed by Bitcoin.com research based on SwapZone data. And at the end, we will give away promo codes for fee-free swaps to 5 participants who ask the most interesting questions. So I think we're ready to start, and I would like to start with an introduction. So let's exchange ChangeHero. Please, teams, tell us a bit about your projects and how you achieve fast, accurate swaps for users.
Shall I start?
Yeah,
As you wish.
please.
Okay. Thank you for asking us to join this MA session. What about LetsExchange? LetsExchange is a crypto exchange platform. We support the biggest number of cryptocurrencies in the market so far. We also have upcoming new great features we will share soon. But as for speed, indeed, we also conducted numerous research, and according to our user survey, rate and execution speed are the two key factors that determine user satisfaction with a swap service. So ideally, users want to receive the final amount instantly, and we are trying to do our best to fulfill the expectations. And we're improving our speed, but at the same time, I'd like our listeners to understand that there are different blockchains, and not all of them are fast enough. Actually, let's say Bitcoin is the oldest one, and it is not fast. We also recognize that users have other needs except speed. For example, they want to save their privacy, private data, and sometimes they want cross-chain swaps, which are quite slow. They may handle very large transactions, or they want to use maybe some specific roads. And all of these, let's say, financial tasks, they lead users to solutions like LetsExchange, like ChangeHero, and so on. And in this context, I think user should understand that not all swaps can be fast by their nature, but by design, let's say. For example, if someone wants to swap a really large amount of cryptocurrency with a low daily volume at a specific rate, we cannot execute this instantly. And that is why we introduced two different swap types with market rate or floating rate, and with fixed rate. And yes, I would like to emphasize that in such cases, a swap may take an hour or even a day, not because we don't want to swap your crypto fast, but just because it is impossible to swap it faster. So yes, we do everything we can to improve speed and accuracy, but you have to understand the nature of swap routing before you swap. I suggest that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for this wonderful answer. And I'd like to say thank you for highlighting the aspect that not all swaps could be just fast because of their nature. And I think it's also connected with the point that it's very important to know not only practical aspect, but also to understand some maybe theoretical part of blockchain, cryptocurrency, and all this cryptosphere, because it's rather important to understand how does it work on a practice from practice side. So thank you for that. ChangeHero, guys, what about your experience? What about your thoughts on this point?
Yeah, well, hello to everyone. Once again, we are ChangeHero. We're a non-custodial crypto exchange that's been operating since 2017, and we are obviously consumer first. And obviously, for a business like ours, a question of speed and accuracy is rather important. That's why we've developed our business. First side, we developed our business from the B2B point of view, and we've built a very robust technology that supports swaps, and they're both fast and accurate. So what I'm talking about is we're using a very, very, once again, robust cutting-edge technology that is combining smart routing as well as the predetermination of the routes and execution paths. So how it works in simple terms, in layman terms, is that internally we aggregate liquidity from multiple providers, and we are doing it in real time. So literally every millisecond. And we automatically select the most efficient route for each swap. What it means for the customer is that our system pre-calculates the transaction path. So it prepares execution before the user even completes anything from the user side. So even before or just as soon as he puts in his wallet number, everything is predetermined. And that's why we can guarantee that the swap will be smooth, it will be fast, and it will be accurate. Because as soon as the incoming transaction is detected, we just know how to proceed immediately. And once again, this robust technology allows us to keep up both with speed and accuracy. And once again, thank you very much for welcoming us in your AMA.
Oh, thank you, ChangeHero, thank you. And also, I'd like to say thank you for this answer because it's really very important aspects that you highlighted, and I think they are also connected with my previous point about understanding the whole situation, not only just what you see when you're during your swap. And now, also, I'd like to say that EasyBit now this project is here, and we're really happy to hear.
Hello, guys.
Hello. Is
Thank you so
everything
much for having us. Sorry for the delays. We're
everything fine?
online. We're okay.
No, no worries. Everything's fine. How are you? We just talking about first point and talking about introduction of our teams and sharing our
Mhm.
experience about fast and accurate swaps for users. So maybe you can share your experience, please.
Sure. Thanks for the question as well. Yeah. So actually, the answer lies within the DNA of each platform and EasyBit as well. EasyBit was founded back in 2018 by my colleagues, people coming from algorithmic trading. So we built our systems, keeping in mind that every second matters and every routing decision is optimized in real time. And what this means in practice is that when a swap comes in, our engine doesn't just find a path, it finds the optimal path. So sometimes that's a single route, sometimes it's splitting the order across multiple liquidity sources at the same time. The article from Bitcoin.com, which is very informative, a very good job, by the way, also confirms what we see internally every day. A median execution on floating rates, about 1 to 2 minutes on most pairs. BTC ETH, for example, we hit a 1 minute median with a pretty good accuracy. I think it was 99.96%, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not
Yes.
just speed at the expense of the rate. It's speed because of how well the system overall executes. And I think that's the goal for every platform out there that's within our industry overall.
All right, got it. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to highlight that we're really happy to have collaboration with you and to have a partnerships with LetsExchange, ChangeHero, and EasyBit. And every day we monitor thousands of swaps. So we can show median execution times and real deviations for every partner. So I think Bitcoin.com research confirms that fastest swaps preserve more value, which is exactly why EasyBit, ChangeHero, and LetsExchange were spotlighted. That is what we mean when we say speed protects value. So I think now we can move on and we can talk about next question. Well, some providers lose value due to long swap times. What technical solutions do you use to speed up transactions? Maybe it's connected with liquidity, routings, parallel execution flows, and maybe with something other. Guys, what's your experience and what do you do from technical side?
Okay, yeah. So there are a few layers to this. First, the routing engine, EasyBit's routing engine. It's not just checking one or two liquidity pools. It's like scanning the entire available pool in real time and making execution decisions dynamically. So we can think of it more like smart order routing. I think that's the term here. Just as in traditional finance, than what most crypto swaps do as well. The second is that this is something we're quite proud of, actually. Our execution system can split transactions across multiple dimensions, like multiple markets, and split execution over time as well. So that produces a better result at the end. That matters most for large orders, especially, which make huge difference in both speed and final rate similarly. And lastly, the settlement pipeline is also heavily optimized. So the moment the order is filled, the payout is broadcast. We don't batch or buffer unnecessarily. So that's how we keep total processing times more tightly.
All right, got it. Thank you so much. Let's exchange ChangeHero. What do you think about I think points, which EasyBit has already highlighted? Do you have the same, maybe technical solutions or maybe something different? What do you think about it?
Unfortunately, I'm not a technician. I'm more into marketing. What I would like, so I cannot tell anything new about technical part from my side. But what I would like to highlight is that it is important to understand that a longer swap does not always result in a loss. If you use a floating or market rate, it obviously can also lead to a higher final amount if the rate moves in the user's favor. So I think we need to divide users by their tasks. Someone do want to get the sum which is shown in the exchange widget or window, whatever how you call it. But there are a lot of users who prefer stability, who need to complete their, let's say, cross-chain swap, and they do not need to have each penny when they're changing, let's say, 20 bitcoins. So my point is that user education is critical. Yes, speed matters, but we need to explain users how they can solve their problems, their issue, their task more effectively, as much effective as they can. So they have assess, do they really need speed, or do they really need the best way, or do they need a fixed rate, or do they need stability? And when they understand their task, they need to choose a swap provider or a platform where they swap their cryptocurrency, and they can like make decisions more adequate and more wisely.
Well, to be honest, I fully agree with you, and also I fully agree with the point connecting with educational aspect, because I think education not only in cryptocurrency sphere but in all spheres can really lead to understanding what you need in each particular situation. And if we're talking about swaps, it's really very important to understand what do you need. And if we are talking about newcomers, like newcomers in cryptocurrency, for example, people who are trying to do the first swap, it's really important providers, maybe for all partners, for all people who work in this sphere and just create their own services, to have something like maybe it's a blog, or maybe it's like setting of educational materials which can be like light in a crypto sphere for people who just trying to do something, which again like new experience. And also I'd like to highlight that we also have a blog, and in blog people, their subscribers and their users can join new information, and maybe in some way it could help them to better understand their target and to achieve it in a most appropriate way. Well, ChangeHero, what about you? What about your experience? What do you think about it? Maybe you can share some technical solutions, or maybe your point of view, like Let's Exchange, and also about blog and about different educational materials. What do you think about this point?
Well, let me start first off with agreeing with both of my colleagues, agreeing with EasyBit on the side that we have a little bit similar structure, meaning that we do also have a smart liquidity management system that is operating in real time. And let me agree with Let's Exchange on the point that I'm not a technical guy. I'm more on the marketing side of things.
Me
So I
too.
won't be able to uh, have a deep dive, unfortunately. But I think that separates us from the EasyBit model is that while we're using a similar smart liquidity management system that coordinates multiple providers and does it all in real time, what we have is once again quite a robust technology that allows us to predetermine certain things. So we are ready even before the thought of a swap exists in the head of our customer, if you know what I'm saying. So our system just recalculates most of the things. That's why we can sort of guarantee uh, the accuracy of the transaction and obviously the speed of the transaction, because most of the things are already prepared in combination with other obviously technologies that support it and keep us on operational 24/7. Even during the most volatile times the crypto has ever seen, because once again, we've been on the market since 2017, and our systems were initially developed to handle the B2B side of things. So the B2C side of things is operating on a very, very robust and very capable technology. And to the point about the blog, pardon me, I sort of forgot the question. Could you please repeat it so I could?
Yeah, I thought previously that it's quite important to work with our audience, with our users and subscribers, not only from technical aspect, but also with maybe some educational materials, because team from Let's Exchange highlights this aspect of educational materials. And I thought that it's really very important. And could you share some maybe opinion about blog and its influence on audience, on our users, on people who are just beginners maybe in cryptocurrency sphere?
Yes, well, I think that having a blog is crucial to the business like ours, because obviously crypto is a sort of a wild west of finances. So people are searching up for the information, and we've seen a lot of growth in traffic over our blog channels, obviously. And I think that we've even developed some tools to pinpoint the pain points of different groups of people in regards to the cryptocurrency space, to produce even more educational content that really uh, targets the pain points that some of the newcomers into the crypto space have. And that's why we've seen obviously some growth in traffic over our blog, because it's clear that people are searching for this information, because crypto is probably one of the most non-linear types of finance. Obviously, it's not as easy as going up to the bank and just asking person to open up an account. So you do have to do your own research. It's a crucial part of just doing any crypto, in regards to the safety, in regards to the investment, in regards to the handling funds, because unlike the traditional finance, one wrong digit and just nobody can help you. So yeah, I certainly agree that educating the newcomers and creating really supportive and educational content is crucial for the crypto space.
All right, fully agree with you. Thank you for that. Now I think we can move on, and we can to show a little bit closer to article research, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. It's the article on bitcoin.com. The article shows that speed directly affects accuracy. How do you decide when speed is more important than accuracy, and vice versa? What do you think about it? Maybe market conditions can influence your decision, maybe some slippage tolerance settings. So, what do you think? EasyBit, can you share
Yeah,
just
sure.
this article and like examples
Yes,
from
yes.
the data?
We came in delayed, so yeah, we should be beginning this. Um, okay, so right, we don't think really of we don't think of it as a trade-off that much. That's kind of the whole point that we built. Our philosophy is that if you're fast enough, the accuracy question a bit takes care of itself by itself. The research that Bitcoin showed is really clear as well, with swaps under 2 minutes, with minimal rate deviation. So when you execute between 1 to 2 minutes, like EasyBit does, the market simply doesn't have enough time to move against the user. So you get both speed and accuracy. It's not a conflict between those two. They're actually, I think, reinforcing each other in a way. In volatile markets and conditions, say a big market move is happening, our system adapts and adjusts routing. Simple as that. The core goal never changes. Execute as fast as possible with as little deviation as possible. And based on the report as well, again on the Bitcoin platform, it tells you directly that we are doing something right on that front. Is it?
All right, got it. Thank you. Thank you. It's quite interesting. And maybe Let's Exchange and ChangeHero would like to something to add at this point. I think it's quite interesting and tricky question in some way. What do you think about it, guys?
It is.
Well, yeah. Oh, sorry. You were asking. Pardon me.
I was yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, ChangeHero, please continue.
Okay, can I keep on? Okay. Well, your question was like, what helps us maintain both speed and rate accuracy, right?
Yeah, it was question connected with the article. The article shows that speed directly affects accuracy. And how do you decide when speed is more important than accuracy, and so vice versa? What do you think about it?
Well, I don't think that we're prioritizing one thing or another thing. Once again, we do have a very clear distinction and the trade-off in our system. That's we have a fixed rate and we have a floating rate. So meaning that if the user would like to have a very, very speedy transaction, he would opt in for the float rate because this is the option that prioritizes speed and the rate is flowing real time in the market conditions. But during the very volatile times, some people would prefer accuracy because obviously slippage happens, and we do have built-in slippage tolerance systems, and obviously we do have all of these safeguards preventing anything going wrong, and people can just choose for themselves what do they want. Uh, this is very clear, and if the people want to have a very, very accurate estimation, even if the market moves in the side where it's not profitable to us, obviously the fixed rate solves it from the consumer side of things. So you can be guaranteed a certain amount and you will receive that certain amount. It might take a little bit longer, but once again, it's a trade-off that a customer should do during the volatile sections of the market. When the market is moving sideways, obviously, I would recommend just going with the floating rate option. But once again, if you want to have some sort of protection and if you want to have some sort of certainty in the outcome of your swap, please go forward with the fixed rate. It might take a while, yes, but you will receive uh, what's written on the tin, right? That's, I think, what British people say.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. Thank you so much for your points of view. And also, I'd like to say that Let's Exchange and Hero and EasyBit, all these partners have like offers in different sections, fixed and floor trading, right? And on SwapZone, we've got, I think it's not a new fix, but also it's a very interesting feature that we've got like options to show and to find and to show only fixed rate offers and float rate options. So I think it's really very important, especially when we're talking about speed and accuracy. Well, let's exchange. What's your opinion, and do you prioritize speed or maybe accuracy, or it depends?
Well, actually, I have the same answer as my colleagues. For Let's Exchange, it is not a binary choice, and I would like to like maybe explain one more time that our routing engine evaluates much more parameters than just rate and speed. We also evaluate liquidity depth, provider reliability, and other factors. So our goal is to execute swap in the most beneficial rate for users, not just to complete them quickly or with the best rate or whatever. We understand that we can swap crypto much more quickly, but with slippage, or we can provide, let's say, the best rate ever, but only for the first 100 USDT. So I think users who use Let's Exchange and Hero, EasyBit, and such services, and SwapZone, of course, mostly they understand that such services as ours, they act in their best interest and like swap the crypto in the most profitable and reliable way, not just as quickly as possible or with the best rate.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. And I think to summary this question, I'd like to say that it's not really important to like prioritize every time in each particular situation, speed or currency. I think the right way to find your balance and the balance depends on particular situation also and particular people, particular target. So I think something like that. Well, I think we can move on. And next question, mostly connected with EasyBit team and ChangeHero. These teams demonstrate high accuracy with relatively fast execution. What internal processes help maintain this balance? Can you share your experience, please?
Um, yeah, it's a short answer, actually. Our market analysis systems, they run continuously. So they're not just check the price, they're modeling the optimal execution path in real time. Uh, we can factor in liquidity depth, fees, network conditions, more or less everything. So by the time a user submits a swap, the system already detects what the best route looks like. I believe, similarly to as another speaker mentioned as well before we joined. So we were listening, we wouldn't miss it. So I think the answer is pretty much the same as that one.
All
You will have
right,
to
got
factor a few things and get like a total way forth, so to say.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, this
You're welcome.
question connected in some way with the previous one, so I understand. And Chinchiro, what do you think about it? Because according to report from Bitcoin.com, um, mm, your I think high speed execution like 99, 93 dot
And
93%. So
yeah,
what do you think?
99.9 point something, and that's good enough, right? Like
Yeah, it's
99.9
wonderful.
is already more than enough. But yeah, we're obviously striving to the perfection, but there is no perfection in literal sciences. So, but to answer your question, the key factor is obviously the combination of aggregation, automation, and precise routing, because everything is automated, everything works like a charm. Uh, that's the thing. Like the less upkeep you need to have, the less bad situations, as you might call them, happen, the better. And that's where the tech really shines, because once again, it's a very proven mechanism that continuously compares rates across providers and selects the optimal ones. And at the same time, the execution paths are, once again, I'm repeating myself, but what can you do, because it's a crucial part of the technology, that the execution paths are pre-calculated to avoid mismatches between the displayed and the final rate. And once again, this is why we're able to maintain a very, very high level of rate accuracy while still keeping the execution fast. So we're not sacrificing one thing or another. We're obviously striving to achieve both. And I think we're handling it pretty well.
All right, thank you so much. I think yes, I fully agree with you, and it's really very interesting and really very important to know your point of view and to understand how all these things work behind the scene. Because maybe in some way we are just returned to point connected with the educational aspect in crypto. So. It's really very important to introduce all this data to our dearest subscribers and users. Let's Exchange is among the top providers in speed, by the way. How does this affect their final value for users, and what measures do you take to minimize losses? Let's Exchange. It's all about you, so um, it's your turn. What do you think?
Thank you for your question. I have already mentioned that we conducted numerous researches, and according to our user surveys, rate and execution speed are two key factors that determine user satisfaction. And for us, we prioritize both these features, let's say, but I also have already said that it is important for us to ensure that the swap is executed and not only quickly, but also at a rate acceptable to the user. And of course, we take into account the market condition, a specific coin or a specific pair, and so on. What I like to share is how different swap types with floating rate and with fixed rate work from in our terms of use, let's say. When a user chooses a floating rate, the final amount may vary depending actually on market conditions. And we try to, not to try, but we commit that rate fluctuation will be within a range of up to 5%. And I would like again to emphasize that if a market goes up, a user gets more than he expected, and of course it's a bit quicker than when using a fixed rate. A fixed rate mostly is how would it's not that favorable for user when we compare rates at the beginning of a swap. Sometimes the difference between fixed and market or floating rate can be 1% or even 1.5%. But at the same time, if you are in the bear market, as we are right now, we always suggest users to use fixed rate, because when the market falls, you will definitely can get less than you expected. And as I have already said, the difference can be up to 5%. And it is stated in our terms of use. And I'm not sure about you guys, ChangeHero and EasyBit, but we have public terms of use, and we hope users read them before swapping crypto. But not obviously not every users do this, and that is
I
why
was
we
about to
suggest to
comment
use.
that. I was about to
Yeah,
comment that. It's quite a challenge to have them properly informed, and AMAs
yes,
such as this one is like the gold mine for being informed and do proper
absolutely.
decision making later on. Yeah.
Absolutely. And well, my point is that when you are in a bear market, please use fixed rate option, because you will definitely save and minimize your losses when using this swap rate mode, and it is created for users, I mean, not just for us.
Got it. Thank you so much, and thank you for this discussion between you guys. Let's exchange and easy bit, because it's really important to support each other and to comment some aspects. Well, I think we can move on. And our next question. So users often focus on the best rate.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. EasyBit wanted to comment maybe more about this.
Oh yeah,
No,
sure.
that
Well,
was quite informative. It's I'm good.
Okay, if you would like to something say and to add, please feel free and
Yeah, sure.
just say. So users often focus on the best rate and expect an instant swap. How do you manage the expectations and explain the trade-off between speed and accuracy? Maybe in some way it's connected with UX indicators for speed versus accuracy, transparency about slippage. What do you think? What's your experience? What's your experience?
Mhm. Um, yeah, well, I believe our approach is mainly transparency. I think that's what users value most. Within our industry, of course, like as another speaker said as well, it's not like you go to a bank and have everything settled down. You take it upon yourself. It's your own risk here. So a service, a platform that can be transparent to its user, have him properly informed, either through policies, through blogs, through similar AMAs that SwapZone has created for us here today. It's the best approach overall. And EasyBit is heading towards that way as well, as much as possible. We already do, like the platform is optimized, the exchange form is optimized to show every possible like commissions and approximate times towards completion. Um, when you use EasyBit, generally the rate you see is the rate you get, as the article as well showed, about 99.9% plus. Um, so you see what the system is confident it can execute at the end of the day. And to your point about the best rate, not always meaning the best outcome. If someone quotes you an amazing rate, but it takes 30 minutes to execute and the market drops, let's say 2% in that window, your best rate just costs you real money. The larger the pie, the larger the piece at the end. So it's crucial to take that into account. And we'd rather quote you an honest rate, hence the transparency, and deliver it in under 2 minutes or three, let's say.
All right, got it. Thank you so much. It's really very interesting. So, ChangeHero, let's exchange. What's your experience? What do you think about these points?
Okay,
Like,
I can take it from here.
mhm.
Well, yeah, the question was how to manage the user expectations. And for us, we find it quite easy because we are very transparent about the trade-off, because there is one trade-off between the speed and the best rate. And that's why, once again, sorry for repeating myself, but we do have two modes, uh, air quotes. It's the float rate and the fixed rate. So one prioritizes speed, the other prioritizes the rate certainty. And obviously, we do have notifications about the slippage errors, and this is completely up to users. So it's a very flexible system that's very transparent. We do have a very transparent system of fees, and we do have the estimates in regards to the time and over the exact number of assets you will receive once the fixed rate completes, the fixed swap completes. Sorry. Uh, and if users need some hand holding, they can easily access our our lovely support team that is working 24/7, at which quite a lot of users tend to, because in the moments of uncertainty, it's very calming and important for some people to have someone on the other side of the phone or on the other side of the line that is a human that will hold their hand. And even if the swap takes a bit longer due to the volatility or the market conditions, um, that human touch is something that keeps people much more calm than would be when handling, for example, a large amount of money. But once again, repeating myself, managing the user expectations is just through those two modes, because if you prioritize speed, you've got the float rate. If you prioritize certainty, you've got the fixed rate. Everything is quite transparent. Everything is quite easy to understand. So uh, this has worked for us, and that's pretty much it.
All right, got it. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to say thank you for your, I think, QX indicators for speed and accuracy, because it's really very important to manage expectations from our users and from subscribers, because all we do for them firstly, I think. Well, let's exchange now. I think it's your turn. Can you share your experience and maybe highlight some moments which are really important in this aspect, in this point, in this question?
Mm, I won't say anything new actually. Maybe the only point I'd like to focus on is that some competitors, and actually there are a lot of not fair services who show their so-called best rates based on the top of the order book. And if a user swap $100, they may indeed get that rate, but if they swap one Bitcoin, the rate will not hold, just because of limits. And unfortunately, not every user understand this issue. And our approach to manage users' expectation actually is to educate them. We publish a lot of content about how to swap crypto efficiently, not just fast or with the best so-called best rate.
All right, got it. Thank you so much. And I think we've got like the last one question before we are going to have some questions from our subscribers and today's listeners. And this question may be the most difficult, but I think it's a little bit funny. So, if your service were a superhero, would it be the Flash, someone who concentrates on speed, or Professor Accuracy? I know that we previously talked a lot about right balance and about different UX indicators, but if you have to choose between the Flash and Professor Accuracy, what would you choose?
So I would like to say a disclaimer here. I actually had to get the help of a colleague because he's a more of a comic book guy. So yeah, uh, we came to the decision that we are more like a Doctor Strange type of
Mhm.
hero. We see all possible outcomes and pick the one that wins and execute it momentarily. That's basically what our system does. It analyzes every possible route, picks the optimal one, and delivers it before you can even blink.
Mhm.
In all seriousness, if the data from the research shows anything, it's that speed and the accuracy aren't, separate powers to match the question here. They're the same power. So the faster you execute, the more accurate is your result. So we just happen to build a system that does both at EasyBit. And that's because our founders thought like traders, the actual clients and users of our services, not just like exchange operators out there.
Got it. Got it. Thank you so much, ChangeHero.
You're welcome.
I think your name is in some way connected with superhero item.
Well, yeah. First of all, we don't have to think of some specific Marvel or DC character. We are already Change Hero, but
Mhm.
I quite like the EasyBit answer in regards to the Doctor Strange and selecting the one route. It goes really well with the smart routing idea. But once again, I'm not really that versed into the superhero knowledge, apart from obviously our branding. But I think that it's a little bit of both, right? It's the flesh with the discipline. Uh, we do prioritize both things because both of the things are very important to the customers. And we do call our followers heroes because, well, you can feel like a hero swapping with ChangeHero. A little bit of a plug here, a little bit of a self-promotion, right? But we do prioritize both, and it's a little bit of both. I don't want to go into the comic heroes discussion right now, so I'll keep it short. We don't need to think of any other hero. We are the ChangeHero.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you. Let's exchange. It's your turn, I hope.
I cannot say anything more than experts in heroes and Marvel superheroes and so on. I will join our colleague. We obviously evaluate multiple scenarios and choose the optimal road, the best road. That's it. So we also choose Doctor Strange, not the Flash, not the Professor Currency. So
It's pretty good,
three
right? It was really nice.
three Doctor
The
Strange
Doctor Strange, yeah, the reference was pretty spot on,
in
actually.
multi-universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But Doctor Strange is really wonderful. I hope that my friends, they are not in cryptocurrency sphere, but they really like this hero
The reference.
because
Yeah.
he includes very different aspects which are really important not only in Marvel's university but in everyday life. So I think it's really important. Well, I think first of all, I'd like to say you thank you for these wonderful answers. They're really very interesting, and I hope that now we can move on to like session of open mic, and our listeners could ask something if they like. Now, I think I would like to open post and like maybe there are some comments, and in comments maybe some answers. I think I need like several minutes.
I'm sorry, guys. May I leave because I have another call in 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank you for having me here. It was really interesting for me, and it was nice to meet you guys. I'm in ChangeHero and
Likewise.
EasyBit. Yeah. See you.
thank you.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, sure.
Nice
Thank you
meeting
so
you. Yeah, see ya. Have a great upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too.
Well, now I can see that we haven't got any questions from our listeners, and I think it means that we can move on and just I just wanted to say thank you before we are
Thank you so
going
much.
to. Yeah,
Thank you.
huge thanks for sharing your insights and showing us in practice how speed and accuracy really preserves value for users. Just for me, it was very interesting and really very important because, as I have previously mentioned, I'm mostly connected with marketing and business development, but not with technical aspects. But because of your answers, I had an opportunity to join these technical aspects. So a massive thank you for our community, for all the listeners who had opportunity to join us, asking maybe sharing their thoughts in comments. Mostly of them were connected, not mostly about questions, but connected with just emotions. So
No, they can compensate with a like, a retweet, a comment.
yeah.
Instead of a question.
No questions, but a lot of likes or posts, and I think it's
Yes, exactly.
mostly connected to emotions. So thank you for that. Thank you,
Thank you
EasyBit,
again,
ChangeHero.
SwapZone, everyone involved in this. ChangeHero, LetsExchange, everybody.
Yeah,
Very informative. Half an hour, 1 hour. How was it? 1 hour almost.
1 hour.
A very
Yeah,
informative hour. I hope people do revisit the AMA as well. I hope it's saved somewhere, reposted as well. People should be informed. It's a very
yeah.
crucial industry, and people coming in should feel safe in this sphere. Very important. So thank you again,
So
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much for
much.
having us. Thank you.